Hey, come on in, come on in, come on in the room. All right, you guys, I'm so excited to be back with you all today. First of all, let me say welcome back to my little piece of the internet. My name is B. I am a master cosmetologist and a non-surgical hair loss replacement specialist. And over here on my channel, I specialize in everything beauty, okay? So today is another day of my go without glue lives. I will be doing these lives 3 times a week, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, and each day I will be teaching you something very special or significant about wigs, alopecia, hair loss, or anything like that. So if any of that interests you, please make sure that you come back Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, so that you don't miss out on what we're going to be talking about. So today's topic is choosing the right wig for your lifestyle. So let me first off tell you that there are so many different types of wigs out there, and most people do not understand or know the different options that you have. And so people are out here choosing wigs, not realizing that you have to choose a wig that's perfect for your lifestyle. Everyone's hair needs are different. Everyone's upkeep is different. Everyone doesn't know how to melt a wig or how to lay a wig. So if you're going to get a wig, you want to make sure that you're getting one that you're going to like, that you're going to be able to maintain, and that you're going to be able to keep looking good every single day. So if that interests you, make sure you go ahead and drop our emoji down in the chat. Let me know that you're here. Let me know that you're ready. Our emoji is the double hearts, the sharing hearts, because over here we like to share love. I got it tagged down there. So drop those hearts. Let me know that you are ready to learn the difference in wigs and really get into diving into it. So first things first, I'm going to go through the different types of wigs, and I'm going to tell you exactly what's best for each one and all that. So where should we start? Let's start with U-part wig, okay? U-part wig or half wigs are what I used when I first got into the wig wearing industry, okay? U-part wigs are what you would think of when you think of a traditional sew-in. You leave some of your hair out around your hairline, or, as a matter of fact, let me show you. Now, y'all don't look at her hair because she needs to be washed, but this is a U-part wig. So you see how she has some clips around the perimeter here, and you just slide her on your head and you clip her. You have a little bit of a leave out, honey, and you blend it in like you would a sew-in. U-part wigs are very versatile. You can have the ease of a sew-in without the commitment of a sew-in, or some people do, sew them in as if they were doing traditional sew-ins, but it goes a little bit faster. I actually offer a service where you can order a U-part wig from me, and I'll sew it on. You can wear it like a sew-in, but it literally cuts your appointment in half, because essentially I'm just braiding you down and sewing the perimeter. That is, to me, a game changer and a perfect introductory wig if you are looking into stepping into the wig game, okay? The next type of wig is your traditional wig. So when you go to the beauty supply store and grandma used to get her little shake and go and put it on her head, that would be considered a traditional wig. Now here lately, people don't seem to really want to do traditional wigs, but I don't think that's fair, because traditional wigs, honey, are just simple and easy. If you're trying to step your foot into the game, you don't want to invest a whole lot of money, but you do want to try out a little piece or something, I say go to the store, get you a traditional wig. A traditional wig will not have any type of lace. A lot of times they have a mesh integration on the inside, so that little wig cap. It looks more just like a wig cap all the way through. You don't have to worry about blending any lace. A lot of times they come with some type of a bang, so you can kind of swoop it around, and big and curly. If you're looking for those type of wigs, they tend to come with some clips, some comb clips on the inside. Super easy, super affordable, and I don't think that we talk about those wigs enough, especially for people who are just dipping their toe into the wig game. A lot of times they are lightweight and they are made from some synthetic hair, which means that you're not able to curl it on a high heat or change its style too much, but you are able to get a little different look, okay? Let me keep going. If we have any questions, you can always drop them down in the chat and tell me where you're tuning in from. I see Tasha's in the building. Hey, Tasha, thank you so much for joining. Who else we got in the building? Drop some hearts down in the chat and tell me who you got. So we're going to stick first off with, like I said, the traditional wig and the U-part wig. These two particular wigs, again, are great for beginners. If you do not know what to do, if you don't know anything about lace pieces, you just know that you want to try a different look, I would definitely suggest those two wigs first. The next type of wig, which is my personal favorite type of wig, are lace closure wigs. And so when we're talking about lace is the material that is used, it's a hair lace, and it's what is used to give you the illusion of skin. And I have to say this all the time because people don't realize that you see Arrogant Tay or, you know, whoever the hot celebrity stylist is, and you see that their clients are wearing different lace pieces, lace wigs, and it looks so natural on camera, but then you might see someone out at the store and you're like, wait, I can see their lace. The thing about lace pieces and lace wigs in general, they were made essentially for two reasons, either for hair loss patients or for film. And most of these lace wigs were made for film. It's almost indetectable on camera, even with these high-tech cameras that we have now. But originally, these pieces were made for camera use. So on camera, it's almost unclockable when you're seeing those lace pieces. But when you're in person, it is a little bit more noticeable. But there are some tips and tricks that you can use to customize your lace so that it doesn't look like a screen door on your head. Okay, so these next few wigs that we're going to be talking about all have some lace piece, but when you're dealing with lace pieces, again, you have to make sure that you camouflage it. You want to make it to look as much like skin as possible, because it's never going to be skin, but you want it to look as much as like skin as possible. And I'll get into some of those tips a little bit later. I just wanted to make sure I explained that difference, okay? Everybody still, y'all still good? Drop some hearts in the chat. Let me know that you're still good. I'm going to show you my favorite type of wig, which is a lace closure wig. So let me get her. This is Morticia. So Morticia, for me, she is a 5x5 lace closure wig. She's like 36 inches. Baby, hold on. She is a long one. Okay, she's long. But I want y'all to see the closure piece. So this piece here, this see-through piece here, is the lace. Okay, so this is the part that I'm talking about when I'm saying lace. This is the part that makes it give you the illusion of scalp. So wherever there is this lace in a wig, you can part it and it will give you the illusion of scalp. Now, I personally think that closures are the best when you are trying to go into wearing lace wigs, because you do not have to glue a closure. Most closure wigs are glueless. So when we're looking at like a lot of these glueless wigs on the internet and things like that, most of them are closures. You don't need a whole lot of lace. It's easier to kind of lay it and to maneuver when you have less amount of lace. So this is a 5x5, but you can get lace closures in virtually any size. I've seen 2x6, I've seen 4x4, and let me explain to you what those numbers mean. 5x5 is 5 inches of parting, 5 inches of forehead coverage and 5 inches of parting space. Y'all understand? So with this particular piece, if it was on my head, it would part from here to here. That's 5 inches, and then it would go about 5 inches back. But then you have some that are, 2x6, which means you'll have this much parting space. Let's say I see a lot of people who like, okay, I want a middle part. I ain't finna do a whole bunch of left, right, side to sides. I want a middle part, but I want that part to be deep. So it will be about this much parting space, but then the part could go all the way back to probably about the middle of your head. And a lot of times people like to use those type of closures because kind of like the further back your part can go, the more natural it might look. So it just kind of depends on the look that you're going for. But the great thing about closure wigs is that they are very versatile, especially when you're getting like the 4x4s or the 5x5s. Because when you think about it, this much lace space, you can essentially do whatever style you want to do. You can part it in the middle. You can part it on the side. You get what I'm saying? You don't need a full lace piece, a full frontal lace piece, which we'll talk about frontals in a moment. Does that make sense? Let me know in the chat. I see I got some likes. Thank you, J. Marie, for the likes. Thank you so much. I see I got some likes and everything. I'm hoping that I'm making sense. I know I'm talking kind of fast, but I want to make sure that I get everything in, because I'm not going to be on here really, really long, but I want to make sure that I got any questions and everything. Got all the questions answered about the different types of wigs, because there are so many different types of wigs out there. All right. So closures, 5x5 piece of lace. And then the rest of it is a cap. So as you can see, the rest of the inside of the wig is completely sewn. And then, as you can see here, I have an elastic band in this wig with a little bit of silicone here. And that is what you use so that it can be a glueless wig. Now, y'all know over here on my little piece of the internet, I like my wigs to be glueless. I'm not gluing nothing down. I'm doing this as a protective style. So if it's going to be a protective style, I'm going to do everything I can to try to make sure that I'm doing it in the most healthy way. So I use a nice elastic band. And then we have some clips here, as well as this little a tightener. So back here you can loosen it up, make it tighter, make it looser depending on your head size. If y'all want, I can go over how to measure your head as well, but that will only be if y'all ask me. So if you want to know how to measure your head for these wigs, let me know. All right, so that is your lace closure. Again, lace closure wigs are my favorite type of wigs. Some pros are you can wear them without glue. You get a nice amount of parting space. They're easy maintenance because you don't have as much lace to maintain. Some cons are that, of course, you are going to be a little bit more limited in the styles that you can do. You do have some lace, so you do need to be able to know what to do to camouflage your lace. What are some other cons? To me, that's really it. Those are the only cons for closures. Where did my hanger go? Oh, here got my hanger. Where did my hanger go? Trying to make sure I keep stuff clean as I move through. All right. Next up, what's the next wig that we are going to be talking about? What you think it is? We went over our traditional wigs. We went over U-part wigs. We've gone over lace closure wigs. What's the next type of wig that you all think we are going to be talking about? Here we go. To get her on her hanger, honey. The next wig that we're going to be talking about are our lace frontal wigs. So a lace frontal wig is a wig that has lace on the front portion of your hair, the hairline of your hair. So typically an 11 by 4, 13 by 6, something like that. So it goes from one ear to the other. Now, the reason why frontal wigs were even created were for people, again, the lace closures are, of course, for film, but also for people suffering from alopecia. There is a specific type of alopecia called FFA, frontal fibrosing alopecia, in which those patients lose the hair around their front. So that's where you got the frontal wig from. So the frontal will go from one side, you see this kind of like little ear flap I have here, all the way over to the other side. This type of wig has extreme versatility. Right now I have her, this is Amber, by the way. This is Amber. Right now I have her parted in the middle, but if I wanted to change the part, I could part her on this side, a deep part if I wanted to. This side, I could pull her up into a ponytail, like half up, half down type of ponytail. You have a lot of options when it comes to frontals. Now, a lot of people here recently have been really wanting to wear frontals. I think frontals, I say frontals got like really popular maybe around 2015, 2016. That's when you really started hearing the girlies, 16? Yeah, I would say 16. That's when you really started hearing the girlies go in talking about how much they wanted a frontal and how you wanted to be able to like have your baby hair and your edges out and all that good stuff. And while I think frontals are beautiful and are very versatile, if I'm going to be honest, most people are not wearing their hair in all the styles that frontals offer you. When I talk to my clients in the salon on a normal basis and we're talking about which type of wig or lace piece they want to get and they start talking about frontals, I always ask, well, why is it that you want a frontal? Most of the time the answer is because, well, I don't know. I heard, insert influencer. She wears frontals and I want my hair to look like her. And I always combat that with, well, if you want a frontal, you do realize that it is going to be a little bit more upkeep because there is more lace that you have to camouflage. Once again, I'm going to say it again. I say this all the time. Lace is not skin, so you have to camouflage it. If you're getting into wigs, if you're just stepping your foot into the wig game, you do not want to commit to a large piece of lace. One, because lace is very delicate, so you don't want to like do anything that's going to cause any rips or tears or anything like that. And two, because it's more work to make look natural. Now, when you are wearing a frontal, however, as a matter of fact, let me see if I can put her on top of this big old bun in here because I want y'all to see. Again, with my lace pieces, before I put this on, let me also say this. With my lace pieces, I always put an elastic band because I always wear my wigs glueless. I do not believe in putting a whole bunch of glue on your head when you're wearing wigs. Number one, because that defeats the whole purpose of a wig. The purpose of a wig is to put it on and take it off. That's the purpose of a wig. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you to put a whole bunch of glue, but I will tell you to sew an elastic band. Okay, you can get these from the beauty supply store. You can get them from Amazon, a big old roll from Amazon, and you sew that in. Now, when you're having a frontal wig, the length of your elastic band should be the length of your nape, because what you want the elastic band to do is to pull that lace nice and tight against your hairline so that it can lay flat. That's what they mean that's what stylists mean when they say melt. You want it to melt against your skin. You want it to lay as flush as possible against your skin. Any lifting or anything like that will make it a little bit more clockable. So when you're wearing these lace pieces, again, you want to try to camouflage them as best you can. So that's one of the ways that you can do it to make it look a little better. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this on top of my head with these braids, but I just want y'all to see. So what you would do is take that lace. I'll put the elastic band all the way down. Of course, I got these braids, so I can't. And you're going to lay that lace right at your hairline. Boom. And then you just flip her back, pull her back. Y'all see? Y'all see how easy that is? First of all, the fact that I got this wig on top of these braids is hilarious to me. But okay. It's hilarious to me. If anybody else is joining and don't even know what happened. But anyway. All right. So with those frontal pieces, again, I have these braids. So you might see a couple braids up under it. But you see how the lace comes all the way down. And actually, I got these braids here so you can't see it. But the lace will actually come, where's the end? Right there. Y'all see that little piece? So when I don't have the braids, this little piece lays right by my ear. And the same thing on the other side. Where's my little piece at? Here you go. And it would lay right there on the other side. Again, don't talk about me because I put this on top of these braids. But that is essentially, that's what you want when you're going to get a frontal wig. Now, again, I do not recommend frontal wigs for beginners. I recommend them for people who've been wearing wigs for a little while, who understand how to camouflage lace. And once you set your lace, especially when you're wearing it as a glueless wig, once you set your lace, you shouldn't have to keep going in messing with it unless you're going to wash it. So as you can see, I have this sitting on my head straight out of the bag, but she looks nice. You get what I'm saying? Because I have her already set. I have my lace tinted already. It's already like the knot there. You can't see knots. You can't see, you know, a whole bunch of grids and things like that. All of that takes a lot of effort and work on the front end before you can wear your wig like for the rest of the time. So if you are new to wearing wigs, I would suggest getting you a stylist who understands wigs and who can customize your lace pieces from the beginning. I don't recommend beginners starting to go in and trying to bleach knots. You probably don't even know what knots are, and you know, looking at all the YouTube videos, because like I said before, lace is extremely delicate, so you could harm it. You know, you can, and once you mess up your lace piece, like, you spent all the money for lace. Like, you don't want to mess it up, okay? So that is your frontal. Look at that. And did I get scary or what? So that is your frontal piece. And since I'm talking about knots and all of that kind of stuff, let me go into that just a little bit. I only have about 10 more minutes that I'm going to be on live, so I want to try to make sure I get as much in as I can. But remember, if you have some questions, if you want to learn more about wigs, lace, how to choose the right wig for your lifestyle or anything like that, you can always follow my YouTube channel. I go into extreme depth over there. But if you want to order your own custom wig, you can also go on my website. Okay, so can y'all see? You see these little, it's very hard to see because mine are, you see these little holes here? In each one of these holes, you have a knot of hair. So the reason why lace pieces specifically are so expensive is because you have someone who has to go in and kind of tie each little strand of hair into these little grids of lace. When you do that, you get what's called knots, because they're literally tying the hair into this lace. And so you get what's called knots. Now those knots, when they're not bleached or when they're not customized, look like little black beads all along your lace piece. And again, I told y'all what you're trying to do when you are buying lace pieces, so lace closures, lace frontals, full lace wigs. You're doing that because it's going to give you the biggest illusion of skin. So in order to give you the biggest illusion of skin, you have to bleach those knots. So you know, a stylist or you would go in with your bleach and about 30 developer and bleach it until those knots turn a nice light brown. I do mine to a nice light brown because I'm a little chocolate girl. You know what I'm saying? So I do them to a nice light brown. You don't want them to get too orange or anything like that. Like it's its own process. It's its own science. It's all that. I believe I have a video about that on my YouTube. I have to check, but I believe I do. Anyway, then after that, you tint your lace to match your skin tone. Now, a lot of people go in and put makeup on their lace and things like that. But then I've had some clients who they were just getting into wigs and they didn't wear makeup. Actually, I had a lot of clients more like that. They didn't really wear a whole bunch of foundation or anything like that. So when they would get their wigs, they were like, well, how can I make it match my skin tone? That's why I came up with that's why I started selling the Stokes Style Lace Tint Spray. Let me grab it. Hold on. I'm supposed to have my stuff out and ready. Here we go. My lace tint spray. You can get this over on my website. And this lace is already tinted, but essentially it just sprays out. Y'all see that little mist? It's a little tinting mist that you just spray onto your lace. Ooh, that you just spray onto your lace. And you see how it got a little bit darker there? Because this is the dark brown. I actually use medium brown, but that's the dark brown. And you let that dry, and then your lace will match your skin tone. So these are all things that you do to camouflage your lace. Again, I say it again, say it in the chat, write it down in the chat. Lace is not skin. Lace is not skin. So you have to do what you can to blend that lace into your skin. You do that, number one, by bleaching your knots, by tinting your lace, by some people like to pluck their hairline. I'm not a huge hairline plucker girl because I don't have a strong hairline, so I'm wearing wigs so I can have a thicker hairline. I'm not going to do all that plucking and carrying on. Okay, so that is our lace frontal wig. Let me put her back on. Do we have any questions? Do we have any questions so far? So we went over the traditional wig. The traditional wig are the wigs that you would see at the beauty supply store. They usually have some type of mesh integration. There's no lace piece. There's no type of versatility to the wig. The way you buy that wig is the way you're going to style that wig. The other type of wig we talked about was a U-part wig. That U-part wig, again, is essentially like a sew-in, but on a cap. So you just stick it on and you clip it in around your leave out. You blend your leave out into your hair just like you would sew in, and you go about your business. The next type of wig that we talked about was a lace closure wig. A lace closure has a finite amount of lace, just enough for specific parting styles. You don't have to customize it as much, and they are my favorite form of lace wigs because they are the easiest to wear glueless. The next lace piece we talked about was the frontal wig. So again, lace goes from one side of your ear to the other side of the ear. The lace front wigs cover the entire front part of your head. The next lace piece that we're talking about are called lace 360 lace. So a 360 lace piece, the lace goes 360 degrees around your head. That lace covers your entire perimeter of your hair. With those type of wigs, you're able to pull them up into ponytails. You're able to do buns. You're able to do a lot more versatile styles, parted from one side to the other. It's an extremely versatile type of wig. Now, I remember when 360 wigs became popular, everybody wanted them, but in actuality, not many people pull their wigs up into ponytails. So I don't suggest 360 wigs for my beginner wig girlies. 360 wigs, 360 lace wigs. Anytime you have more lace, that's more customization, and you have to know what you're doing, and those wigs are easier to damage. The last type of wig that we're going to talk about are our full lace wigs. Full lace wigs are exactly like they sound. They have lace all over the cap, and I'm putting this pole in real quick. It should be up there. So full lace wigs have lace over the entirety of the wig. So you can do braids, you can pull it up into a ponytail. They are going to be the most expensive wigs because someone is hand tying that lace throughout the entire wig. So if you look at a wig and you're seeing that it's like $1,000, but it says it's a full lace wig, first of all, that is great, because someone has gone through and individually put a little piece of hair into every little hole of the lace. So it's going to be extremely lightweight. It's going to be the most versatile. It's going to but it's also going to be the most delicate, meaning that you might be able to rip it more easily. So you have to be a little bit gentler with those full lace wigs. Again, I do not suggest full lace wigs for people who are just stepping into the wig world unless you have someone who can guide you through it. Okay, you got to have someone that can guide you through it. I'm trying to see. Wait, where did my poll go? Where did my poll go? Here it is. I'm like, where did my poll go? I dropped a poll in the chat. I would love for y'all to vote. We have gone through pretty much every type of wig. We talked about the traditional, the U part, the closure, the lace front, the 360 lace, the full lace wig. What is your favorite type of wig to wear? Where is your favorite lie? Are you a U part girly because you want to keep some of your hair out? Are you a full lace girly because you want to have all the versatility? You believe that those lace pieces are an investment and you want to, look the most natural as possible. Now, I will also say with those full lace pieces, I tend to do the most full lace wigs for people who are suffering from a lot of hair loss, because those are the ones that you can essentially customize to look however you want them to look, from density. Like I love a good full lace wig. I do. Now my personal favorite type of wig would be a closure wig. I already told y'all, closure wig, they are easy. They don't require a whole bunch of customization. You can throw those suckers on and off real quick, have one sitting up on the mannequin and put it on. But y'all tell me, what's your favorite type of wig? Vote that in the poll. I got it up at the top of is that it right there? Can y'all see? Does it look like that on y'all screen? The little poll up here. Tell me, what's your favorite type of wig? We only have a few more minutes on the live before I exit out. Do we have any questions about wigs, wig wearing, how to pick a wig for your lifestyle? Easiest to hardest wigs, we kind of went through all of that. So ask any of your questions down in the chat right now. If you learned something new, if you enjoyed this conversation and you felt like you learned something new, drop our emoji down in the chat. Our emoji are the double hearts. That's the sharing hearts emoji, because over on my little piece of the internet, I'm all about sharing love and positivity. So if you enjoyed today's live, make sure you drop that emoji. There it is right there. Make sure you drop that emoji down in the chat and let me know that you were here and let me know that you learned something. Don't forget to vote in the poll and tell me what your favorite type of wig is. Remember, there are a lot of different types of wigs and each one has a bigger ease. And I kind of as I was telling you about the wigs, I kind of went through from easiest type to hardest type just so that you would know. So if you are a wig beginner, you never worn a wig before, but you want to kind of step into it, you don't want to have to do a whole lot of work, I would suggest either doing a traditional wig, a U-part wig, or a lace closure wig. Those would be the three easiest types of wigs that you can get. You can wear them without glue. You can, still get a nice style and all of that, kind of customize them to an extent. If you are a little bit more seasoned and you want to try to get some different styles out of your wigs, then I would suggest your lace frontal wigs, your 360 frontal wigs, or even a full lace wig. It just kind of depends on your lifestyle. If you are someone who likes to change your hair up a lot, I would not say get a full lace wig, because full lace wigs are a bigger investment. But if you want to switch up your look and things like that, but you don't want to do a whole lot of work, I say closures. I'm sorry. I'm biased, and I'm okay with being biased. I have my favorites, okay? Y'all tell me what your favorite type of wig is down in the chat. I see my girl Tasha still in here. Tasha, tell me what's your favorite type of wig. Can I see these poll results? Y'all don't forget to vote in the poll. What is your favorite type of wig? Traditional, U-part, lace closure, lace front, 360, full lace wigs. What's your favorite type of wig? I'm still looking if there are any more questions in the chat about customizing wigs. Remember, the more lace you have, the more customization you have to do, because lace is not skin. If you are looking for products that will help you get your lace to melt more seamlessly in your through your skin, I would suggest visiting my website, www.bssu.com. I just revamped my website as well, you guys, so I'm like super excited. I want y'all to go over there and tell me what you think about it. bssu.com. Over there you can buy my glueless bundles. There I have in the glueless bundles you get a lace tint spray, you get a wig grip, you get an edge control brush, you also get my little packet that I put together. In that packet you have wig clips and pins, and this a certain way that I teach all of my clients how to secure their glueless wigs. Now, I know that there's this myth out here that when you're wearing lace pieces that you have to wear glue. I am the biggest advocate against not wearing glue, because I believe that wearing all of this glue is messing up our hair. Okay, so I'm not saying you have to give up your wigs. I'm saying there are ways to wear your wigs and give up the glue. If you want to learn more techniques on how to wear your wigs and wear them without glue so that they can be healthy for you, visit my website, www.bssu.com, and go to my courses. In my course I teach you everything you need to know about wearing your wig glueless, how to install it, baby. I could do a cartwheel in my glueless wigs, baby. It ain't going off. You know those videos where folks come up and they snatch you by the back and your wig come off, honey? Not the way that I secure my glueless wigs, honey. That baby ain't gonna go nowhere. So if you want to learn my techniques for wearing your wigs glueless the most healthy way, visit my website. I just dropped that in the link. Join my course, my Go Without Glue course. In that course, I teach women suffering from hair loss all they need to know about choosing, installing, and maintaining a wig without glue. We go all the way from the type of hair loss that you may deal with, all the way up into how to style it, how to store your wigs, all of that. And if y'all do go over there and check that course out, use the promo code INTRO for 50% off. That I have a limited amount of promo codes. So again, if you want to get that course for 50% off, use the promo code INTRO and you'll get 50% off of that course. Again, the Go Without Glue course. In that course, I teach women suffering from hair loss how to choose, install, and maintain their wigs without glue with ease. And I hope that today's class or little live was informative. I hope you learned something new. I hope you enjoyed it. If you are new here, please don't forget to follow me, become a follower, and all that good stuff. If you want to go more in depth about some wig videos, go check out my YouTube, Stokes Styling over on YouTube. I give you all kind of information about wigs, makeup, hair, all that good stuff. Hey LQ, I see you done jumped in the room. Hey Poop. I give you everything over there on YouTube. So even if you don't want to join the course, I still give a lot of free information over on YouTube about wearing wigs and how to style your wigs, choose your wigs, all of that good stuff. I know I'm finna get off of here in a second. I just jumped on to give everybody a quick little explanation of different wigs. But don't worry, I will be back again on Sunday. We're gonna have a Sunday fun day. Remember, for the next few weeks, y'all can catch me on live Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Each day I'm going to be, I have a different topic, and we're going to talk about all things alopecia, wigs, hair loss, styling, maintaining, anything that you have, any question that you have, you're going to get that answered on one of my lives, so you do not want to miss it. Make sure that you are following me. Make sure that you share. And I believe that is all I got for today. Thank y'all again so much for tuning in. I'll see y'all on Sunday Monday. Okay, I can't remember what my Sunday Monday topic is. I already have my topic laid out. I think it's going to be on wig styling. So I think it's wig styling, yeah. So if you want to get some tricks from a professional on how to style your wig to make it look the most natural. Y'all saw I took that wig off the bag and I put it on top of my head with these braids on. Okay, one more time for the people that are new here. I'm finna get off here for real. Baby, I took this wig out the pack and threw her on my head on top of these braids, and I still wasn't looking too crazy. Hold on, let's see if I can do it again. Watch I embarrass myself now that I'm trying to prove a point. Honey, yeah, if you wanna learn how to throw your wig on without glue and still look done, still look put together, y'all make sure y'all join me Tuesdays, Thursdays, Sundays. Remember, if you use the promo code INTRO for my course, you can learn how to do this at home by yourself. Okay, you can learn how to make your wigs lay and slay every single time if you join my course using the promo code INTRO to get 50% off. I'll have a select amount of coupons, so you do not want to wait. You want to go ahead and use those intro coupons, because once they're gone. That's the end of it. All right, thank y'all again so much for tuning in, and I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. Bye. This is a quick snippet of my Go Without Glue course. Join this course if you are a woman suffering from alopecia so that you can learn how to choose, install, and maintain a medical wig. And for a limited time, I have a special promo code. Enter promo code INTRO to receive $50 off of this course. You do not want to miss it. Make sure you head on over to www.bssusU.com and join my course today. To everyone else, don't forget to follow me on all socials, links in the D box. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.